All right. So, okay. So we got out of the dungeon. We essentially
Yeah.
did at least a short rest.
Yeah. I'm going to put you
Um,
guys... Well, I guess you guys can decide at a later point. Are you going to retrace your steps back to this exact spot? Or do you want to start back at the well, bottom of the well, and then go in a different direction? Or do you feel like you were headed in a good direction?
I think I'd leave that to the rest of the party. Like,
Well, yeah, I guess. Are we gonna still keep playing, or?
Up to you guys. If you guys, I mean, the smarter thing to do is either like just stop here or maybe go to the role playing kind of aspects because you can each individually have conversations.
Yeah, I think like I don't think we should continue without the rest of the group down here, especially since if we're controlling them, and there might be deadly battles, and other people's brains might be eaten.
Yeah, we
Yeah, and on top of that, like, I know that they say that we can kind of play their characters for them, but none of us are gonna keep track of their skills well enough to be like smart with their characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True enough.
So I mean, I'm down for doing like role play sidey stuff if ever anyone else is down for that.
I don't see why not.
But so.
Sure.
How are you
So
doing,
I'm
Jordan?
hearing music, and I'm realizing that maybe my phone is playing music, and I'm...
The Twitch stream is.
No, it was my phone. I'm like, it was directly in my ear, not on the TV.
when we left, did we question? When we left, did we pass Tortimar?
Tortimore was up there recovering at the same priest you were.
Oh.
And he was begging to know how his wife was doing.
And we're like, we're just gonna quickly role play for a while. We'll get back to her. We promise.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on that.
I mean, well, so there is basically that 10-day that you guys worked and earned money at the bar. During the day, there were activities that you could have filled with that. So that's where I'm thinking.
Ooh,
hypothetically,
can we go backwards in time and play that? That'd
That's
be
what I'm
awesome.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That works.
Yeah, in a timey-wimey Infinity War kind of way.
Hell yeah. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey shit. That's what we're all about.
And then bam, you just click that tab and bam, we're back in Waterdeep.
I'm in Waterdeep now.
Yeah.
I know there's a Brewers organization around here that I'm probably interested in hitting up at some point.
Let me set the music to something more realistic.
Most
where we
definitely. That was a fun battle. That was a fun battle. That was a lot of fun.
Until the end there.
Yeah.
That was still fun. I didn't mind that. It was very fitting for that to happen, especially since it happened once before.
Yeah. Dude, I've never seen a negative number roll before. I love it.
My intelligence is so bad. It's like when I rolled for it, it's like this was like I had to have this as my dump stat because there wasn't really anything else I could. It's like it was either that or charisma, but it's like I kind of felt like it was funnier to have him be stupid. And was a bit more fitting for like like this alcoholic to like have like really mess his brain up from all of his consumption.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm kind of
in the way that D&D kind of describes and separates intelligence versus wisdom is kind of like books and street smarts.
Right.
It totally makes sense that you would have no street smarts. No book smarts.
No book smarts. 0 book smarts.
But that doesn't mean that you can't, figure out how to survive a situation.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
You're just a survivalist. You're not a book dude.
No.
Unless it's about making alcohol specifically.
Not even that. Like I think Faye's only good at making alcohol because of his past where he was at the monastery where he was helping make alcohol, and then he just kind of just throws things together and doesn't actually understand the science behind it, just knows that when you do this and that, it equals delicious alcohol. And by delicious, I mean it just gets you drunk.
Right.
He's like somebody who cooks by just like tasting it versus following a recipe.
Oh.
Yes, something like that, yeah.
Let me get the other book out.
Yeah, what did we have on the docket?
I know Jordan, meaning Elijah, kind of wants to go back and check in on Rishal since he extended an invitation to you guys to do so.
The what? The
Rishal, the
She
Dragonborn.
She was the PETA.
oh,
She was the PETA lady.
Oh, I wanted to check on
No. The PETA lady was a different lady. Rishal is who.
Oh.
Is like the Dragonborn that we went to afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
After we talked to the PETA lady, he's the one who was selling the books that were using the wrong kind of paper.
Oh yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wait,
so,
and we're calling her the PETA lady, but is she just like? Does she like it?
PETA lady is Fala Lefalier, and they are a they, and an elven person who's mad into force and shit.
Okay.
Yep.
No. I want to show her my bunny.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I mean, there's the world your bunny.
There's some other side questy things in here. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to extend, but I'll do it after this. But I'm guessing you guys go back to the shop, correct?
Yeah, we can go back there first.
Yeah. All right. You make your way back to Bookworm's Treasure, and you are maybe, I don't know, maybe some of you are surprised as you walk in. You're warmly greeted by Rishal as he's like,
"Ah, yes, my friends, come in. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I've heard you've been quite busy at the Troll Skull Bars, or the Horny Toad now, right? Correct?"
Yeah.
Yes, the Horny Toad. It has had something of a facelift.
You should come by and see me perform.
Oh, I surely will. Yes, I've had quite the facelift around here too. I mean, the amount of money I'm making now, procuring that new paper, it's been marvelous.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that was a win for all of us, a win for everyone involved.
Oh yes, and I mean, especially for you guys and our associates, if you know what I mean. And
your associates, yes.
Well, Rishal kind of like looks over at Fei Fong and Midori and kind of pulls up his cloak a little bit, showing that he has a fresh black winged snake tattoo on his bicep.
Oh,
I stare at it curiously, and I look at him quizzically, and I'm like, "Huh?"
Do you not remember Faye?
What?
He just got his intelligence back.
What?
You don't remember?
I remember this man. We got the paper from him.
No, you don't remember what his tattoo means?
It's a fine tattoo. It's a very wonderful tattoo. It looks dashing on you.
You don't remember us having to get the same tattoo?
No, we didn't get the tattoos. Remember, we got out of that.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do.
I'm like going like he's a Zanny, isn't he?
Zanny?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Xanax.
Xanax.
Just pop a Zanny.
Try to get us to do that tattoo too.
Oh yes, that's right. That elven man. He wanted us to get tattoos. I'm like, oh no, needles and things like that. That's not for me. We don't need that.
No,
we did get that. I think he gave me a fine jersey though. It's fantastic. It's got the little black dragon on it with a number in my name.
He gave us animals.
Yes. I love my little hermit crab. Hermes, are you around? Hermes is in my little pack, and he pokes his head out from his helmet.
Cute. Rishal continues by saying, like,
"Well, I've also been told that between us and whoever else is in our associates, I'm supposed to extend a 30% discount on all of my wares."
What?
Oh, all these books?
Yeah, pretty much. All the books and spells.
Yes,
What do
books.
you have?
It's,
What can we buy
yes, full of
from you?
words and things that you read.
let me see if I can pull up that list.
Wonderful.
I think I have a list. I hope I have
Oh
a
yeah,
list.
do you have a list of things that Fifon
sure.
would probably not want to buy?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure like some of our friends would love that though. Like Roxton, like I'm sure Roxton would love this. Elijah maybe as well.
But I mean, it's only for Zentarum.
I mean, I could buy it. We could buy it for them. We could buy it for them.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, but I read more as a way of passing time, on a long hike. Maybe sit down on a log and read a little bit, but I'm not an avid reader.
That's
Apog's not that smart. I don't really know if he can really read. Does a 6 intelligence let me read?
Like grade school level, like less
Like
than that, like
picture
toddler.
books.
Yeah.
You can read
Yeah.
Ulfgar Goes Punch.
Yes, I can.
Anything above 4 letters.
So funny.
You guys, are you looking at this list? You guys, oh my
I see a list of things. Yes, it's a list. It's
And,
wonderful. Thank you.
and he can-
I
So
shrug.
are these spell scrolls then, Ryan?
Well, so these are spells that you can like learn to memorize into a book of your wizard, or for twice the price, you can convert them into a spell scroll so that anybody can use them.
And we get 30% off of these.
And then
Not
Zens
only-
get 30% off.
Yeah. This would really benefit Danny, though. I mean, we may not have
Oh
to
yeah,
Yeah.
of course it would benefit
as
him.
wizard.
Dispel
Once he
Magic's
reads it,
great.
he learns.
I mean, a lot of these are great. Cone of Cold's great.
What was
So,
this guy's
but-
name again?
Rishal.
Rishaw.
Rishal. Okay. I'm making a note of it because
Yeah.
it's a good deal,
I
and
can
I'm sure
also-
like
I can stick it in your
Yeah.
guys'. I think this should be in your handbook, the spells for sale, like in your handouts. And then I'll put Rishal in there too.
oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So,
Pull 'em up.
wait, what would be the pricing to get spell scrolls?
To get spell scrolls, it's twice the price for an individual spell scroll.
But then, how would that price out for our 30%?
So
discount?
let's say if you wanted to do comprehend, or let me pull the list back up. Show to players. Show to players. Okay. Comprehend languages is a spell scroll. It would be 50 GP. Then you would times it by 0.3, and that would be how much you get off.
Oh, got it. That's right.
So it'd be like
That's
15
okay.
gold off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some useful stuff.
I mean, some of the stuff's a pretty good deal. Like,
Mhm.
Fei Fong has no interest in this. He's like kind of glancing. He's glancing over this list and just like going like, "Oh yes, spells. That's wonderful."
I feel like even just looking at books like pains you, like just acknowledging them.
not really.
Like,
not really interested in books now.
I don't know how many of you are Parks and Rec people, but just Leslie Knope reacting to the library is basically what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Well, I think we take note of this for like future shopping expenditures, but I want to talk to Rishal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. I'm just going to be shopping in the background.
Okay.
So, Rishal, I had a couple questions if it doesn't.
Oh,
bother you.
yes, certainly. What do you have to ask of me, Druid?
Well, I'm on something of a quest, and less personal and more global, I suppose. For some reason, there's a plight that won't allow dragons into water deep, and yet you are here, a descendant of the same, and to me that feels a bit of an anomaly. Or you're aware of this and how it affects you?
I mean, interesting you should ask about that. There are certainly some misconceptions out there, but us Dragonborn are actually pretty much pure humanoid at the end of the day. These are just more like, deformity is a strong word, but just anatomical changes that we undergo. We really have relatively little dragon blood in our veins at all. I will say, I'm a young guy, but ever since about 10-ish years ago, I started having really bad nightmares and these horrible headaches from time to time. I would go to other Dragonborn and ask them if they were having these issues, and they were too. So that, if I remember roughly, that's about the same time that dragons were no longer allowed into Waterdeep. But I mean, I'm right here.
No, that's helpful and awful. Do you still have these nightmares to this day?
Yes. I mean, I wish I could go to Fala to maybe find or get some teas or something to help with these nightmares and headaches, but alas, I just try and cut back on book reading before bed.
Yeah, I'm sure that helps. Is it too personal a question to ask what happens in these nightmares?
I mean, it's more of just this. These nightmares are just this floating sensation, almost like I'm in some sort of like hurricane. I'm being pushed. I'm being thrust out from somewhere that I'm not meant to be.
Thank you. Thank you. No, that helps a lot. And the misconception of, your close lineage, I understand that you're not a dragon improper, but I almost wondered if there was a correlation, and you've rather confirmed that for me.
I
Do
mean,
you do you have any reverence or revere towards your dragon ancestors?
I mean, personally, as a gold dragonborn, I have reverence for other true gold dragons, and especially how helpful and auspicious they are with their interactions with humanoid kind throughout the lands. There are certainly terrible dragons out there, but us metal dragons do our best to do good where we can.
Well, that's really all any of us, right? But I at the very least, I'm happy that you are well, that your kind can still thrive here, and if it means anything to you, I aim to make that even better. I hope to find a way to end your nightmares and to end
I mean,
discrimination against dragonkind.
friend, I thank you for that. I am curious. I know you helped in this situation with the shadow top paper and everything changing and evolving for what I think is now the better. Is there any reason why you didn't align or help with the Zentarum directly?
I think it's because I don't really know, so new to this town, what it means to be Zentarum, what it means to be affiliated with anyone here, and what goals anybody has. And I know what my goals are, not to be selfish, but I feel very drawn to my purpose and wouldn't want to waver from that.
That is fair. Without being too, preachy or anything like that, it's not like I have a pamphlet to hand out or anything, but personally, I mean, you've probably seen how my life has changed for the better, and I just had this lowly shop. I was being harassed not just a 10-day ago, and now my life has completely turned around. I was hesitant, but I feel the Zentarum have truly changed my life for the better and helped me as a small business, the little guy. And, it's hard to truly know. There are the bad Zentarum that are fighting in the streets and killing the Xanathar's Guild, but it seems like there might be some decent folk out there too.
No, I've been around a long time, and in my experience, no matter the group or the affiliate, you'll find good, bad people everywhere. So you're right. There are the few and odds and ends with your Zentarum, but by and large, you've seen the good of them too. I think I can still cooperate and work with you without, I don't know, committing. Does that sound bad?
No, I mean, I'll never turn anyone away. I think that's another way of, helping the image of the Zentarum now is just showing that we help anybody if possible, and in return, like we all help each other. So
We might
prosper
have
in the
more in
city.
common than I thought.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But
Yeah.
a friend of yours, a friend of Faye's, friend of Midori's, and you were all Zentarum, so you don't have anything to worry about with me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But that's pretty much all the information I think I need
cool.
on that
That's fair.
subject from Reichel. But
Chill.
that's good to know.
Yeah, there's some flavor there. Yeah.
I want to come up to Elijah and be like, yeah, yes, Elijah, if you join, you can also get a really cool jersey, just like me. and I pull it out of my pack and I try to put it in front of him like I'm fitting him for him. Be like, yes, you look wonderful on you.
Oh,
little dragon on it. It matches your little dragon. It matches your little dragon pets.
Oh, hey,
You could
So
even get a fun
tempting.
number like a 69.
So
buddy.
so tempting.
hey.
Gosh, if only it was jerseys for my dragons. But I think I should wait.
Hey, can I buy some things?
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, money keeps the world going. So what do you feel like?
I would like these are all spell scrolls, so I'd want one with comprehend languages, detect magic, feather fall, invisibility, and fly, please.
Sure. So how many is that total?
It's 420 gold with our discount.
If you're sure,
I'm sure I did the math.
Damn, girl.
Is their math good? I
Are
look
you
to the
asking
other.
me?
I'm asking.
Faye
I mean,
shrugs.
I'm looking less at
shrugs.
Faye and I'm looking more at Elijah. Midori seems
Um,
harmless, but
I would say here's the thing. if we were counting drinks, it's kind of like when Kevin in The Office is super good at math, but only when it's talking about like cookies.
yeah. And M&M's.
That's M&M's exactly. There you go. That's Fei Fong. So I don't trust him to count money, but if he's counting drinks,
Yeah.
But
all of a sudden he can do algebra. But Midori here, she seems to have a good.
There
head
is a
on her
lot of
shoulders.
math and science of brewing, so. But yeah, Midori, I think you're trustworthy. How confident are you in your math, Midori? Rishol's trying not to be offensive. He's just trying not to lose money. But if you're
I'm confident.
okay,
I did the math.
I
can
mean,
show you my
out of
work.
character, are you trying to save a couple of gold coins by doing the math yourself, or are you being
Now being
squeaky
questioned,
clean?
I wish I would have thought of that, but no. I
Okay,
did the
all right.
math.
No,
Okay,
Aislinn is not a good liar, so I
mean-
believe her.
Rishal will probably count the coin later anyway, but he believes you then. Go ahead, buy your
Hand
spell
it to him.
scrolls. Yep, cool. A
And
hefty
I
pouch of
get my
coins. Damn. All right. Legit.
Man,
Good for you.
Dora really likes to spend money.
Yeah.
I've noticed this. She's
Retail
been like going
therapy.
crazy, just going crazy buying everything.
Mm-hmm.
It can
Just
have
making
this
them gold coins rain, making them gold dragons rain down.
Hey, you keep handing me money, I'm gonna spend it needlessly.
Eh,
Uh-huh.
I'll just
That's
drink
the
it.
beauty
I'll just
of-
drink it away.
The beauty of D&D money is it's not real. So
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
you know,
True.
if you think about it in these terms, Midori just has to always get that merchandise, you know?
Mhm.
Gotta buy that merch.
I think it's a
That's
fun
fair.
character trait.
That is
You,
fair.
you get it?
I think I
all my
get it.
merch? You get it?
I want to say I
Alright.
get it, but
Just
I don't
get
know if I get it.
Alright,
And
are
I think
we-
that might be the delirium
All
setting
right.
in.
Are you all
Are we all good here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go talk to PETA girl.
All right. All right.
Okay.
You guys go talk to
Whoosh.
Peter Girl. Jordan's gonna have to call it. He's getting CP.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Have
Jordan.
fun,
It's
guys.
fun, man.
It was
Yeah.
fun. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Sounds
Later.
good.
Okay.
Adios.
Bye.
We
All right. You make it outside
Dora
of
wants to talk to Peter Girl.
the green shop. With all the green things, you do notice as you come in that it seems even more splendorous than usual, as if Fala invested a lot into their shop, and even Fala themself is wearing some pretty nice silken white robes with a gold trim, and approaches you and greets all of you very warmly and says, like, "Good day. How are all of you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Been busy with the horned toad. It is
yes, the horny toad.
horny. That's what I heard, but I assumed. Okay, the horny toad.
It's the horny toad. Yeah. So we just wanted to check by and see how you doing.
Ah, yes, I remember. I sent you just a little thing in the mail. I just really wanted to thank you
personally and directly, and especially you two, for getting me inadvertently in contact with the Zentarum. It's really helped my business, and I've been able to invest in Shadow Top paper directly myself now, and ensure directly that it's being procured in the most healthy and renewable way possible.
Gotcha.
But also as associates, I might be able to give you a bit of a discount now as well.
You were already giving us a discount.
Well,
Are
we've got to
you
stick
gonna
together.
give us a better discount?
I assumed that's what that would be.
What kind of discount?
I mean, a good discount? What was the discount we had going previously?
Ooh, shoot, I don't remember.
I believe it was.
You don't remember our discount?
I believe it was 20%
I
for
think
everyone, and then 25 for Midori because they cried.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Midori got a better one. And then she
I
got a
was-
bunch
I
of potions.
cried.
I was going to, for Zentarum, extend a 30% discount.
30? Only 30? That's only 5% more.
5%'s a lot if you buy a lot of things.
I don't have much gold right now, though.
Well,
She blew it all.
I'm always here.
I really was looking at that water.
Uh-huh. I mean,
Oh, I see why you're doing that.
I guess I forget. Is this your first time purchasing? Have you bought my things before?
I have bought your things before.
I guess I can give you a one-time returning customer discount of 35%.
How much does that make it?
What are you trying to buy?
The water potion.
The water breathing?
That's still really expensive, girl.
Is this story development after how traumatizing that water thing was?
No, I just he.
There's
Hey.
two non-binary people
Hang on.
talking to each other
It
right
would
now.
still be if you were to even at a 35% discount, it still would be 162 gold
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
50 silver. Is that how it goes? Is like 100 then converts to like 100 silver to gold? Is that how it converts?
10 silver's 1 gold.
10 silver is 1 gold, so then it would be 162 gold and 5 silver then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still pricey.
For water breathing?
I don't know how much
Yeah.
I don't know how much money you have right now.
It's fun
Faye
and
has
exciting.
12 gold.
Wow.
So
Living that life.
I have only.
Randall's been taking all my money.
Uh-huh.
I only have 120 gold right now.
Mm.
You think you could give it to me for 120?
Maybe
I
if
bat my
you
eyelashes.
also owe me a favor at some point.
Sure.
All right.
This hasn't gone bad before.
Here you go. Here you are.
Just want to say that this is all Midori's deal. Faye's just like kind of poking around at the plants.
12 hours ago, Midori almost got everybody killed in a dungeon underground with like hordes of goblins and bugbears in elective hours.
Well, technically, if you want to blame someone, that'd be
That
Roxton.
hasn't happened yet.
You all still opened that southern door, and you were kicking doors open. Yes.
Hey. Technically,
Yeah, but I mean,
none
split
of
the
that
party.
happened.
Split the
Yeah.
party was
Okay.
kind of like the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because none of that has happened yet. We are going back in
Everyone is
time.
to blame. Okay.
Um,
Somebody could have stopped him. Somebody could have been the parent instead of taking him to the McDonald's
That's
play
true.
place and letting them break their necks on.
I feel like Randall or Elijah would be the dad of the group.
Randall's.
And it seems like
Yeah, instead of that, Randall would have gone through the drive-thru McDonald's and just gotten himself a coffee and driven off. Instead of... Yeah.
What's her name? What's their name again? I forgot.
Fala Lefalier. I'll try and add him to your journal.
Allah. Allah.
Fala?
Hey.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
like animals?
Animals are a wonderful thing. They're part of the circle of life. I love animals.
I bring out my little bunny rabbit from my hood.
Ah, yes. That looks like a unique rabbit.
He is?
It seems like it. I mean, I can also, you know.
Pretty sure he's just a regular rabbit. But anyway,
All right, whatever floats your non-evil boat.
wait, what?
Nothing.
Do you know something I don't?
You're just an interesting individual, I guess I would say. Where did you come from, originally? What brought you to Waterdeep?
Me?
Yes, you.
I've been on travel to become a great magician.
How's that been going?
Well, great, I have a job now. The horny toad, you should come see me perform.
I'll definitely make time to do that.
This little guy is a part of my show.
Really? So there is something unique about it.
What? He's just a rabbit. Are you trying to say he's something else?
No. It just seems like a unique rabbit for a unique person.
Wait, are you saying there's something funny about me?
Not funny.
I feel like you're judging me. But anyways,
Fair
come
enough.
play anytime.
Okay, I'll try and do that when I have the chance.
And I don't know if you like animals. I just thought you might like to see my animal, and maybe you could pet him. I don't.
That seems like a nice rabbit.
Do you want to pet him?
Sure. Fala comes over and hesitantly pets the rabbit, and nothing happens. They don't get their hand bitten off or anything, so...
Actually, I was going to say he does bite her.
Does he? Okay, all right.
Because he's an angry little guy.
Does Fala know what's up with the rabbit, or is she just like...
Fala can tell something's... Fala is good at ascertaining unnatural things in nature. I believe they themselves are a druid.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read their little dossier, but... yeah, they're a druid. They know what's up.
They know what's up.
Yeah.
Nobody else knows
I
what's
do
up,
not
though.
know what's
Yeah.
up.
Fall Affiliator is an outgoing wood elf, long braided hair, neither male nor female. Is friends with the Zentarimal previously anyway, so I guess that works out. Yeah, cool. They are actually housing a Zentarum in their 3-story place, so interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Yeah. There's one other little similar kind of side questy thing in town, and then there's faction stuff, but I don't know how you guys are feeling.
I'd be interested in going to the Brewers. Like, I can't remember. There was the 2 people that came when everyone was invading the manor to just introduce themselves. But there was somebody. There was a pair. I can't remember if they were a couple, but they're from the Brewers Guild.
Yes, there was the main individual's name. He was very proud of belonging to 3 guilds having to do with brewing. There was Hammond Craddock, part of the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. Just like a true neutral male commoner dude, and he had a female tiefling that was kind of his scribe following him around everywhere.
His name was Hammocratic?
Hammond Craddock, yeah.
Ham sounds like ham and
Yeah.
Hammond Craddock. I'd be interested in trying to figure out anything to do with the Brewers Guild. I'd like to find them. I'd like to probably try to speak with Hammond Craddock.
Okay. I mean, you guys have been in decent communication since you've been, the bar's already been open for like a week. So,
It could be a thing where he shows up at the tavern for just to check up on things or do a delivery or something, and then I kind of hit him up. That could be a good way of doing it, because I don't know where the Brewers Guild is, and I don't know if Fei Fong would be able to find it. Really, wouldn't say he's really good at doing stuff like that. But yeah, if you want
I mean,
to do
you
that.
guys, after spending your morning taking a walkabout and catching up with people, maybe you head back to the manor. And while you're there at the Horny Toad, the Hammond Craddock comes by, as he is wont to do, and basically it's just like, Ginny, follow, come on in. Don't stumble or fall about. It's slippery out there. You do know, all of you, how slippery your steps are approaching this place. It's dead of winter. You need to salt or something, or it's going to be your necks.
Oh, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I mean, you didn't fall at all.
I almost slipped and fell in frozen vomit.
That I might have done that. I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure that's me. That looks like my
You
dinner from
specifically.
last night.
Hey,
Yes.
why didn't you tell anybody that you threw up out here?
I mean, it was late. I don't really. I don't. It might have been me. It might have been somebody else. I'm not really sure. I just remember I did eat that bowl of stew, and that looks quite like it. But anyways, we'll clean up the mess. It's okay. Come. Do you have more booze for us to procure and to sell in this fine establishment?
Oh yes, actually, I came with a testing kit with myself with all of our brand new brews and ales and spirits. I just have one quick question though. Is the proprietor, the owner of this establishment around currently?
Oh, Randy, I don't think so. He may have
He's
stepped
out.
out.
Okay.
It's
Yes,
still
yes.
Oh, great!
right
No, I mean
now.
perfect. You are obviously the man with the fine taste, the fine palate that I wanted to speak
Ah,
to.
yes. Yes. I love to taste. Let's come. Let's
Oh,
sit
yes.
down and let's taste all of these.
Absolutely. Let me get the spread out. Ginny, bring in all the things. Ginny, the female tiefling, quietly brings in everything, spreads it out across the bar. It's a healthy amount of variety of many kinds of spirits and everything, and he's just. This guy Hammond is explaining that these are all the fresh new seasonals that he and the Brewers Guild have been working on and are very excited to get out on the market as quickly as possible.
Faye's eyes are twinkling as he stares at this fine spread in front of him.
These are all a bunch of small bottles of beautiful concoctions, and since this guy is really into his shit, like you probably know, this is all really good stuff.
It's like, this all looks so wonderful. Let's start with this one. I just grab one randomly and pop open the bottle and just drink the entire contents. And it's like, that was delicious.
How is that one treating you?
It's just fine. It's so good. The hints of, oh my gosh, the hints of elderflower or
Yes.
sunflower. I don't know. Flowers. Let's do another one.
Okay. That was fast. You're also
And
you're supposed to spit it out after you've swished it around.
He doesn't.
Wait.
Smack your lips a bit.
Spit. Why would you spit out why would you spit out the alcohol? That's so wasteful. How do you I don't understand
Because
this.
otherwise you get drunk off your own liqueur and then you can't even
Yes, that's the point, isn't it?
Anymore.
And I grab another bottle and I open it and I drink it down.
Oof, well, that's our very rare blueberry wine. You're supposed to really.
That one was even better.
Okay.
Oh, such body. Oh, it was delicious. Where's this from?
That is a North Aluskan ale, is what you're currently holding.
Oh, I tried to get some more out of it, but there's nothing left. And I was like, oh, did you happen to have any more of that one? That was pretty good.
Not much. My grandma actually made that one. I have maybe one other bottle that I was hoping to sell at a high price to any bars that might be taking.
Oh, well, I'm sure Randall will pay for it. It'll be fun. Just put it on a tab. and then I start grabbing another bottle
Oh no.
and start to open them. Be like, you've got so many different varieties of alcohol around here. I'm trying to find one specifically. I don't know. I'm sure you've heard of it. I mean, you're the head of the Brewers Guild and the winery. You're head of all the good guilds in this town. Do you happen to have any? And then I kind of creep closer and I whisper, "Do you have any Sanath Telerak? You wouldn't happen to have some of that, would you? We'd love to procure some of that."
Are you speaking of the drink of legends and fairy tales?
I mean, it's not legends. It exists, It's. You've never had it before?
No, sadly I can't say I have. I don't even know how I'd fathom how it would taste. It's from the farthest reaches of this plane, I would think.
It is the most ethereal drink I have
Wait,
ever consumed.
you have tried a drink of legend?
Well, yes, I am a connoisseur. After all, I've had probably everything. Well, except for this one that your grandmother made. Well, I've had it now, so I've had everything, I'm sure.
And you said you you yourself brew in your spare time?
Yes, you can make a spirit or two, or yes, you take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, you throw it in a pot. There's some water, you boil it up, and you brew it together, and then you wait a little bit of time, or you cook it at high temperature. Things come out and stuff happens. I don't really understand exactly, but when you do it right, the liquid becomes delicious. And then you drink it, and then you get drunk, and that's the whole point behind it. So yes, I know how to brew.
Ginny, I'm going to speak to my associate real quick. Ginny, either this man is an idiot or a savant. Either way, as long
I
as we
continue to
don't
drink random bottles as he's having a conversation with
let
Kitty.
him near our
I'll let
stores, he might be of use to us.
I'll let you know he is an idiot and a savant.
What?
Just so,
So-
you know.
Since when have you been between me and Ginny?
Oh, sorry. I thought I should. Well, I was trying to. Sorry.
Eavesdropping is a crime.
I was just trying to help. But okay. Sorry.
Mr. Feifong, do you happen to know any of the raw ingredients that went into this drink you have supposedly had?
Well, here's the thing. Nobody really knows what goes inside this drink. So it's made elves out in the middle of the woods. They make this drink, and they keep the ingredients a secret. It's like hundreds of herbs and plants and flowers and whatever that goes into these big pots, and they make it. It looks, it's funny though. You've heard of it. You've heard of its emerald green appearance. But I'll tell you something. When they first make it, it looks like piss.
Ew.
And it takes 100 years before it turns from that piss yellow to that beautiful green. And it tastes, during the time, whatever they do, it makes, it tastes, you can't even imagine. Imagine if all of the wonderful tastes in your mouth were firing off all at once. And that is exactly what it feels like. It's like a party in your mouth, but it comes from liquid. It's amazing. You don't have any though. So that's I heard that there was some hidden around in Waterdeep somewhere. I just don't know where.
I mean,
I thought you may know.
there are always black market items floating through from time to time, but it's hard to know if there's any spirits of legend around. I mean, we have trade shows from time to time. I mean, there's no reason for you not to join our guild. It'll get you closer to all these alcohols right as we create them and the trade shows from around the world. If you're going to have any chance of ever procuring or maybe even creating this wonderful drink again, I think joining us might be to your benefit.
I would love to join your wonderful guild and make alcohol and to consume it especially. And yes, sign me up. Wonderful. Let's do this.
Okay, Ginny, get out the ledger. Mr. Fei Feng, it will be for your guild fees. It is 10 gold a month or 100 gold for a year.
Okay. I pat around my pockets and I'm going like, I've got 10 gold right here, and I slam it down on the table.
Nice, good, okay. Ginny, this is real gold. I was suspecting, great. Seems everything is clear and good, Mr. Fei Feng. I'm glad to see your currency is good. Let me get you on our newsletter, and then I'll let you know when the next event is happening. And I'll also spruce in a little discount on your first purchase of these new wares if you want to bring them into your bar.
Yes, of course. Put everything on the tab. I'll take all of them. Randall, he'll take care of the fight. He's the numbers guy.
Okay.
He's got me doing security and of course drinking. Drinking, this is a very important part of the job. But yes,
okay.
yes. So one of at least each one of these.
Would a cask of each sound good to start?
Yes, that sounds wonderful. Let's do that.
All right. So let's see.
Hey, should you be spending
32
Ross's
casks.
money?
I mean, it's just Randall's going to be spending the money. I'm just doing the ordering for him. It's just fine,
Yeah,
right? I
that's-
mean,
that's
Randall'll be
funny.
okay with it.
Are you sure he'd be okay with it? This
Yeah,
sounds
it's
like a lot.
Randy. Randy's a great fella. He's a good friend. He buys my drinks all the time. It's been, it's wonderful.
Okay.
Randall's gonna kill me.
So with the discount, it looks all right. Well, I can just send you the bill in the mail, correct?
Yes,
guess
just
so.
just bill us, send it to us later. I'll get Randy. He'll take a look at it and he'll okay it. He'll be fine.
Sure, and I'm sure you have room for 32 casks in your cellar.
How many casts?
Yes, I think we do.
Wait,
I look
no,
over to
how
him. I whisper in the door. Do we have room in the cellar?
How many casts?
Oh well, it's a large place. I'm sure you'll make space. It'll go so quickly you won't even notice. But
Wait, how many again? Per time?
It's like 3 or 2,
Ginny,
right?
come along, Ginny.
Okay, well, no.
Oh no.
Wait,
How
how
much is
many
this gonna?
casts?
I'm curious. How much is this gonna? How much is this actually gonna cost Randall? I'm curious.
Since these are varying degrees of quality, it's probably gonna be, I mean, with your Brewers Guild discount, it's probably like, I don't know, 1,200 gold,
How much is my discount?
10%.
10%. Dang, that's not much. Well, in the end,
What do you
I'm
both buy?
assuming Randall can dispute this and be like, I don't want X amount.
I mean, but
I'm just gonna get us in trouble.
this can be wrapped
You are.
around in a way of like boosting your popularity and netting you more money for the week. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why Randall decided to just not throw away, but give you guys so much money. That was a little shocking to me.
I mean, he didn't give me any money,
That's true.
which in reality is probably the wise choice.
That is true.
Well, I already spent all the money he gave.
I have 2 gold to my name now. I'm part of the Brewers Guild. I ordered 32 casks of alcohol. Fei Fong continues to consume the bottles that are spread about him, and going like, oh, this one's pretty good too. Meaty, you should drink some. You should also do some tasting as well.
So you said 32 caskets?
Yeah, it was like some number like that. It was 3 or 2, 32, 3, 3, 2. I think it was. I don't know. We ordered whatever. Every one of these, we've ordered one. How many are in front of me? And I probably already consumed like half of them at this point, and a few of the ones I've consumed, I probably just tossed randomly. And it's like I start counting. It's like 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 3. It's like there's over 10 at least here. It's like every 10. It's it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
There's a big difference between 3 and 33.
Is there?
It's quite a huge difference, especially when we're talking about caskets.
Well, I mean, it's for the bar. We'll sell it. We'll drink it. We'll sell more, and then we'll drink more, and it'll be put to good use. It'll be fine.
Okay,
It's part of running a business. Fayfog has absolutely no idea how to run a business. It is all part of running a business.
I guess you're
It's
right.
just yes, you just order all of the things you need, and then you profit, right?
Sure.
Given
you
his
know-
history. Yeah.
I handle the entertainment side. That's my strong suit. I honestly don't get any of this, but if you know what you're doing, hey.
Well, I handle the drinking side. I would say I'm an expert at that. As I drink another bottle of whatever is in front of me.
Okay,
Drinking
you
all
have
the stuff.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
You keep on drinking then.
Yes. I mean, it's what else are we going to do with all of these bottles? There's all so many different things. This one tastes like chicken.
Wait,
It's crazy.
It tastes like chicken.
It tastes like chicken. It's like a chicken wine.
I want to try it. Can I try it?
Yeah. Yes. It's the bottle's empty. I handed it over to Meaty. It's empty though.
Oh, there's none left.
I guess I may have drunk it all. We're gonna get a cask of it. So when it comes, you'll be able to try the fabulous chicken wine. It'll be. Don't worry. We'll make sure we'll save you a glass.
Okay. You say so.
Yes. Yes. Of course. You'll be able to try that, and I drink some more. And I guess this is probably just going to continue until he's drunk all of these. There's 32 little bottles. I assume they're probably the size of I don't know, maybe a 6-ounce pour or something like that. I don't know.
Kind of like when you do a beer tasting and they give you those little 4 ounces, 6 ounces.
So a 4 or 6 ouncer. Yeah. So, I mean, they could really pack it down. So
I mean, also when they tend to do that, they tend to be pretty high alcohol a lot of the cases. When they're not.
They can pack it down. I tell you what.
Oh
Some
God.
Marionberry wine will fuck people up. Maybe not Feifong though. Who knows?
Yeah. So I probably consumed at least 128 ounces of
Oh Jesus!
whatever.
Oh God.
Why did Randall leave you alone in the?
Randall had to go. Randall had to leave. Okay, and now we're going backwards in time to do this fun side thing. And then the next time we play, we're gonna have to break through. So Randall, you owe 1,200 to the Brewers Guild, and this is what's gonna happen. I mean,
Yeah. No, he's gonna owe that, but we'll try and I'll work in for that span of 10 days how much that helps with profits. And,
I'm sure we'll make some good money off of it.
I mean,
so this wasn't the worst thing ever, right?
Yeah, he made, what was it, I don't know, 1,300 in one week or 10 days. So that was he can make that back. He can make it back.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Faye's just doing what Faye's gonna Faye.
That goes into all of our paychecks, though. By the way.
What's paycheck? You get a paycheck?
Yes, I do.
Oh, they just let me drink from the bar. It's that's fine with me. I get this one place. I get this one place behind the bar, sleep there, and then I wake up and I drink some more, and then that's fine.
That's all you do?
What else would I do?
I don't know.
I look
Like,
very confused at Midori when
You
she
don't-
when she asks me, that's all I do. Like, it's like, what, for
You-
real?
You don't have any like hobby or anything?
I mean, drinking is a hobby, right?
I don't. For you, it's a career. I don't. Wouldn't say it's a hobby.
Well, I mean, you have to, you do what you love. And I love drinking.
That's all. But I mean, like, just sleep and drink. Sleep and drink. Sleep and drink.
Sleep. I mean, you eat something in between there, and I don't really have a lot of hobbies. Just try to get through. Just find some more alcohol is fine. It's really want that Sada Telerak.
You never like wanted to learn.
Really thought really thought that guy would know where I could find some. Learn things. Like books and stuff. Like, what was it, the Rashal? He had all those dusty tomes and things like that. What are you going to get out of those?
And see, like, you could play with my little bunny here.
I mean, your bunny is very adorable. I mean, maybe, do you think maybe he and Hermes can get along and be buddies?
Oh, I don't know about that. Hermes might.
And Hermes like snips at your bunny rabbit.
Ouch.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna immediately take him.
So he's
away.
trying to make friends. He just wants to shake hands.
No. Bunnies are soft and cuddly, not like hermit crabs.
But he's soft shelled.
Well,
Wow.
his pincers are not soft.
I mean, it's just fine. It was cuddly, and I kind of like pet Hermes a little bit, but then he snips at my fingers, and I bleed him. It's like, oh, see, this always shows love. And I was like, ow.
Wow.
It's like, yes, it's good, it's good, adorable Hermes, and I shove him back into my pack. I'm like, okay.
Well, do you want to pet something that's actually soft?
Sure, I love to pet soft things.
He just
It's like,
pats your
I mean,
head.
Yes, I love soft things. I mean, look at my legs. Look at this fur I'm wearing. So like, okay, so I guess I didn't explain to Midori that or to Aislinn that part of Faye's outfit is he found a panda fur at some point in the first session, and he's essentially been wearing a panda fur over his normal clothes. So it's like he's got the panda head on top, and it's like the fur, and so it's kind of like the big paw things going down in front of him. It's like, yes, soft things are wonderful. And I rub my fur.
Well, a bunny's fur is even softer than a panda.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
That's probably true, actually.
Yeah, here, touch him.
Okay, I try to pet the bunny rabbit. Was it Kachan? Try to
Yes,
pet Kachan.
and he immediately bites.
Like, oh, look at him! He's showing love just like Hermes. It's so adorable.
Well, I guess they're not so different then. Bad, Kachan. I've been telling you not to do that. Yeah, boy. No treats tonight.
Your bunny does not give a fuck.
Well, I mean, technically, I can see why the bunny doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, it actually, with me not knowing what's going on, it fits very well. Angry when anybody touches him.
Does it go everywhere with you? Like, was it in the dungeon?
Yes.
Oh boy.
It's
No
in
wonder.
my hood.
It's seen
He's
some
always
shit.
in my hood with me.
Oh boy.
Yes.
That
I'm
just
always
explains a
feeding him.
lot.
I mean, that's not the bunny you pull out from thin air, right? This is the new bunny.
Yeah, well, like the one that I used for your guys' inspiration, that was just sparkle. but
Oh, okay.
he just stays in my hood and snuggles.
Mm.
Snuggles up in there.
Yes.
That's productive.
Yeah, he's very productive.
I'm pretty sure we have all of our pets. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry to say this, but
Sounds like Elijah has the pets.
you definitely have rabbit poop in your hood.
Little pellets.
And then when you put your
Yeah,
hood
I
up,
mean,
it goes down your back, and
Yeah, fall out.
That's so funny.
just saying,
It's very clean poop as far as poop.
very clean poop.
It's very look,
Rabbits' urine is very high in ammonia.
Okay, well, you said nothing
say
about
that.
urine.
Well, no.
No, okay, I've potty trained him. He doesn't pee on me. He only poops on me.
I mean, it's
It's like half potty
it's
trained.
it's
He's
perfect
half potty
because
trained.
then he leaves like a breadcrumb trail in the dungeons, and then he can find your way out.
Yeah, see? We just follow
productive.
the poop trail.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, so funny.
What does he eat?
Oh,
What?
What does he eat?
I was feeding him. I don't know.
People, apparently.
Anything on hand. I was hoping like the
Yeah, a
bar
hand.
No, does the bar have snacks?
Well, yeah. What bar doesn't have snacks? You guys are a
Yeah.
good
Then I've
bar.
been
Some, like-
feeding him bar snacks.
some like peanuts and like maybe pretzels or something.
Does Faye eat?
He does.
Okay.
He'll eat. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, in the beginning, it was like I talked about eating the dinner and throwing it up. On the
Oh, that's
porch.
right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So Faye eats. What he doesn't really do, he
You
doesn't really
did.
drink water.
You also had a handful of soup in the first session.
Yes, he does. He definitely eats. Consuming food makes it so that he can consume more alcohol easily. So that's very important.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Damn.
All right. Was there anything else we could do at this time? You mentioned
Yeah,
one
I
other
mean,
thing.
so there was another little side questy you can kind of get going. That's an interesting one in town that has to do with more merchants. Also, I mean, specifically what is it called? One faction, the Order of the Gauntlet, was going to approach Fei Fong directly and try and recruit him.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. So there's that going on. I mean, the Harpers were going to approach Midori because they're a bard, and they're about bringing in bards and magicians into their good spy network. They're good spies. Yeah.
That
Into their
sounds
like
so cool.
fun fantasy James Bond spy network.
Ooh. I've never been a part of a
So,
secret.
yeah. And whoever else is in proximity. It's just that's the initial invite goes out to. Yeah.
Cool.
How are you guys feeling?
Still awake.
Yeah, I'm still awake.
I mean, I stopped drinking, but I've been riding a nice buzz for a while, so.
That's true. All right. Do you want to see what's up with these shops or see what's up with a faction?
Well, it seems like
Jason, what do you think?
we should take on the things that like are particular to us.
Yeah,
True.
probably. That's a good plan.
That seems like
You
the
wa-
best bet.
You wanna? Since I just went, how about you go
Okay.
next?
All right.
Sounds. Yeah.
Okay. Let me double check how this happens. Okay. So while you guys still are at the Horny Toad, after Fei Fong had his whole thing, and you guys just had your little conversation with your pets, a paper bird flies through the window and comes over and flutters in front of Midori, wanting to be opened, looking like a paper crane.
Ooh, it's so pretty. I open it.
And when you open it, a voice comes out, and
Oh no.
it says, Rainier tells us you are a good bet. He bought you tickets to the opera tonight at the Light Singer Theater in the Sea Ward. If you are interested, meet Mert at intermission. Private Box C. Formal attire is required for admittance.
Oh shit.
And then enclosed are tickets for the entire party to The Fall of Tiamat, an opera sung
Oh my
in
God.
giant describing the evil dragon queen's defeat at the Well of Dragons.
Oh my god, we have to dress up. This is gonna be so funny.
I don't have any formal clothes.
You have minor illusion clothes on yourself, right?
Oh my god.
I have what?
No, I thought you had minor illusion. Couldn't you just minor illusion some clothes?
No,
Or prestidigitation or whatever?
no.
Or is that just for
doesn't make
cleaning?
Clothes.
Guess not. You're on a nice street with a lot of merchants.
I
You
don't
know.
have
People are all
any
broke
money.
too.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Like truly everyone. Well, actually, I mean, Elijah and Roxton have money.
Yeah, this might be. I don't know. Maybe this will be something like when everyone else is around, we can do.
I mean,
Maybe so.
canon-wise, it doesn't have to be that insane or anything. You guys don't have to get super dressed up. It'd almost be
Well-
funnier if you didn't.
I guess.
I'll wear my. Faithful will wear his nicest fur, which is the panda
Nice
fur.
is for.
Actually, he's got a silver. He's got a silver fox. He's got a couple silver fox ones. Maybe that'll be fancier.
Okay. This is what Midori does. He gets dressed in his sexy costume. Because that's.
Oh my god, the bunny
he
outfit!
has.
The bunny outfit!
Yes, the bunny outfit. That's as formal as he has. It's like, well, I guess this will do, right? What do you
It's
think,
just like I'm looking at Midori and I'm kind of buzzing, like, yeah, that'll do. And I like kind of like look up and down, like I'm looking very confused, but maybe slightly aroused.
That seems to be the correct reaction.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Confusion and arousal.
Confusion and arousal.
This is exactly what that outfit should be. Okay, so what are you gonna wear?
Oh, you know, this
fancies?
panda fur may not be very formal. I have these beautiful silver fox furs, and I just pull out two like silver fox pelts, and then I drape them around me like kind of like a little bit like a big scarf sort of thing, and be like, yeah, this fancy.
Ooh, that looks very fancy.
Yes, the rest of my clothes are really hobo-ish though.
I
I just have these sparkly furs on me now. These sparkly
Yeah,
silver
no.
fox furs.
Midori clearly doesn't understand what fancy is, so he's just like, yeah, that's fancy.
Yes. And then I whip out. I have a fan with a cat on it. I whip it out and fan myself.
What the? Wow,
Yes.
that's extra fancy.
So it's fancy. Fancy people have fans, right? I mean, I think that's how it goes.
Yeah? Do you have another one of those fans?
Mm.
Do you have two fans?
This is my only fan. Randy bought it for me. It was a gift.
Oh. Are you like a thing?
What?
Like, are you two a thing?
I mean, what does that mean? What does the thing mean?
Like, you know, and I'm putting my two middle fingers together.
When I look at her middle finger, it's like, I don't understand. Randall's a good friend of mine. He bought me drinks and he's letting me stay here, and I work for him, and you know, not a lot of people have done such things for me. Usually just on the streets and doing odd jobs and then making my way around. This is the first person who's really brought me in a long time.
Well, that's really. But do you like do special favors?
I mean, define special.
Like
I mean,
sexual special?
so what? What? With Randall? No. I don't think does Randall do those sort of things? I don't think I've ever seen him do anything like that. Obviously, Faye has no idea what Randall's really up to.
Okay, so you don't have that kind of relationship. Got it.
No, it's not that kind of relationship. No, Randall's a very good friend of mine, and you know, he's a very handsome man. But yeah, just a friend, just a friend.
Okay. I see what
Okay.
you put.
You seem
Yeah.
really interested in that. Are you by chance interested in Randall?
No.
In having sexual relationships with Randy?
No.
You tried to get Randy with Randall?
No.
Okay.
So do you want to go to the opera?
I look quizzically at Midori in their very very revealing very revealing outfit. Just like
Understandably.
yeah. Let's go to the opera. To the opera.
Yeah.
To the opera. All right. At the opera, you do hear what you do the only interesting opera music naturally. Is
Oh,
there
wow.
such thing?
Do you have opera music that's gonna play?
Do I though? Do I
I
though?
don't know.
I mean, you could play opera music like
Oh my god, can you play the Final
Fifth
Fantasy VI
Element.
opera song?
what?
Please play the Final Fantasy VI opera song.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be so good.
I was gonna, but it's fucking long, dude. 13 minutes of
Oh.
Maria.
I mean, this is just background.
Or you could do the Fifth Element opera song.
Oh, that'd be good.
Oh boy. This is opera music, right? This is opera music.
I mean, close enough, right?
Yeah. What's that voice in the back of it?
Yeah, it sounds very strange.
That's sketchy. What is...
Opera's weird.
It sounds like there's just a sad cat moaning in the background. Oh wait, is that the reverb coming through your guys' thing into the microphone that we're...
I don't think so. I think this is how it sounds.
What the...
Yeah, it just sounds
I'm skipping
this way.
through. What the fuck?
This is just really weird fucking.
I turned to Midori like, is this what fancy bards do? They do this sort of thing, theatrics? Like, it sounds like someone's dying.
I know.
It's like,
I've never
if
been
a cat
around
was
fancy.
dying.
I've never been around fancy bars.
What the fuck?
Well,
Okay,
I
no, but like...
suppose this is the fancy people like.
What
guess
is
so.
happening since I don't even have a video going right now. Where's this music coming from? Wow.
It's haunted.
All right, I'll do your thing.
Yes, Final Fantasy opera music. You don't even have to do the long reel version. You could do like this the original like 16-bit version with the oh. It would be hilarious.
Where is the mute? I'm gonna refresh this Twitch stream. That's the only thing I can assume. All right. Finally, opera house scene, but the famous opera scene.
I wonder if everyone else will be sad when they find out that they missed a Final Fantasy opera scene.
Oh god. Maybe.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Are you guys gonna die?
Scared me.
Is that the applause in the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, this is better.
They changed this like, oh, it's not so much better. It's not like someone's dying.
Much better than dying cats. Oh.
This is weird. I think it might be the reverb of going through the Twitch and back around.
Maybe.
All I'm
Yeah,
hearing-
and then when they start singing, I look at me, there was like, never mind. It sounds like someone's dying again. Maybe like a pig
Well-
this time.
It is, like I described, an opera performed by in Giant. So it's pretty intense.
Oh wow.
So,
But-
it's just a giant in opera, sounds
Uh,
like.
I'll let it go for flavor, but eventually the intermission does happen, and you can see up in a balcony a very finely dressed man that you kind of assume is who you're looking for.
Oh, God.
Yes. He is a retired adventurer of some renown, but he has decided to use his, golden years to align himself with the Harpers and work with them. You can go ask him any questions or anything, but he's okay answering your questions, but he also likes getting down to business while intermission is happening.
Okay. I guess I'll go up with him, but I am dragging Faye along with I'm terrible.
I was trying to
Naturally.
find drinks, and I almost got one when Midori dragged me away. I looked wistfully away at the bar that I was so close to.
Hello there.
Oh, hello, young someone. Hello. I see that you received the paper bird, and you have decided to come to the show. That makes me very glad. That makes me assume you are interested in the Harpers, yes?
Yes, sure. Why not?
Perfect. I mean, as an initiate, it's a pretty easy first mission, but we just want to get you kind of acquainted to our system, if that works.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, you're making this pretty easy. You don't have anything you're wondering about or needing to know?
I guess, what do you guys do?
Oh, sure. I can give you the lowdown, as the young kids say. Let's see. Well, we are, in Waterdeep, we are a loosely organized network of bards, wizards, just generally good going peeps, protecting the common folk from tyrants and oppressors. Generally, I mean, the simple way of putting it is that we're just altruist spies, even though that kind of sounds like an oxymoron, that easily appreciate the help from any, smart, non-evil kind of individual. And also, at the same time, many good-going nobles and guildmasters are aligned with us as well, but they kind of keep it more low-key.
Okay. So, could be a good thing for me?
Yeah, I don't see why not. You would probably fit right in. I mean, is there anything you want to tell about? I mean, tell me. All I've heard is that your little group there at the Horn Toad are generally good, capable people. At least from Rainier, what he's told me.
Yes, and it's the Horny Toad.
Yes, I
Horny
mean, it
Toad.
is run by Randall Flowers, so that makes sense.
And I'm there. You should really come to my shows. I do magic tricks.
Neat. I mean, magic's pretty common,
Oh, it's wonderful.
But not
You should
like
see the things she pulls out. She pulls out a rabbit from thin air.
I do
Magic.
sparklers and fireworks and not like mine.
You do know we live in a world with dragons, right?
Well, that's not entertainment. I do entertainment magic.
You don't find dragons and the idea of dragons interesting or entertaining?
I find them terrifying, personally. They could be very
I mean, fair
easily-
enough. They are that also.
So, no, I tend to stay away from dragons.
Well, no, okay. You know what? Then this mission might be exactly right up your alley based on the kind of things you seem to be into. So, let's see. Here's your first mission, should you want to
Okay.
take it. One of the drays working in the city is pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. If you can locate her and find out if she's learned the identity of any Zentarum operatives, That'd be good. She's on the ground level, so she gets a lot of information.
So I just have to find her.
Yeah, I think she's located somewhere in the South Horde, possibly, kind of over actually where I live, but you know.
Well, so wait, why can't you like? Why do?
I mean, someone of my esteem and caliber going around and talking to horses would look pretty weird, I think.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That makes sense. Okay.
Do you understand what I'm asking?
I think so.
Just gotta find a talking horse. That's it. It's so
exactly.
easy. I mean, how many
This
horses
guy
talk?
gets it. This guy gets it.
Wait.
He understands perfectly.
Just
Wait,
go
you
up
can
and just ask every single one of them. Be like,
Wait.
horsey,
Whoa.
horsey, do you talk? How are you doing today? And when the
Wait,
one
I
answers
guess I
back,
missed
then
it.
we've got a
Talking
person.
horses? What? She's a talking horse?
Yes, named Maxine. I thought I was clear about that.
What? I guess this is just all new to me. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I'll find your talking horse then.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why I thought you might have interest with your magic tricks and whatnot of meeting a talking horse.
I mean, I am great with animals, especially. So this should be great.
Okay. I'm going to take it that both of you want to be initiates.
I don't. Faye, do you want to?
I mean, I think I'd just join because I'm here.
Faye just wants.
I would join just because I'm here.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just kind of slide into it just because I'm around and just things are happening.
All right.
Yeah,
that
I
means.
Plus fancy man with the fancy drinks. You know, like.
Fair enough. If either of you ever have any questions in the future, you can find me at my humble abode in the Sea Ward. Yeah, just extend your little. Well, actually, here. No, speaking of that, I'll give this to you right now. With membership comes with these little guys. Here is a silver pin of a cute little harp with a crescent moon behind it. This is our symbol as the Harpers.
Adorable.
Don't go losing it or selling it. Even if you need to pawn it for something.
Did you describe it again? It's a silver pin.
Yeah, it's a silver pin of a harp with a crescent moon.
Of a harp with a crescent moon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is really pretty. I will not sell. No, this is.
I certainly hope not. I mean, it would fetch a little bit of a coin based off the silver it is, but not really that much when you really think about it.
I'll add this to my performer's outfit.
I just hand these out to two complete strangers, so and how, yeah.
Hey! I'm gonna do good work for you. I promise.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
In the least offensive way possible, he tries to pat you on the head as if you're like a young niece or nephew. Okay.
Does he do that to Faye as well?
Nah, he's more hesitant. He's all afraid of this burly individual wearing silver foxes.
Here's like a really random thing. He asked, we're trying to find Maxine the Talking Horse to get information about Xantarum operatives, right?
Correct.
Aren't we Xantarum operatives?
Yes, you are.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
Honestly, Faye has absolutely no concept of this. He's just like, whatever.
Nope, Midoriya doesn't either. He's barely understanding any of this shit.
Oh my gosh, Midori and Faye make a wonderful pair of bubbly fools going around doing things that they don't know about.
Yeah.
We love going on adventures together.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Do you guys want to try and find Maxine?
Yeah,
Sure, why not?
we'll get on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, get along, you two. Good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Let me take you to where Maxine is.
I first do want to go back and change.
Let me think. Is it in fact?
Oh, really? You want to change?
Well, yeah.
I guess we
this
should change out of the fancy outfits.
This outfit can get a little uncomfortable. It kind of rides up my butt a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it seems like it chafes a lot in the crotch area.
Yeah, it kind of does, and there's a lot of complicated stuff going on. You should know. You know.
I don't know. I don't understand. I've never worn such an exotic outfit before.
You haven't? You've never had to tuck?
What? Tuck? What are you talking about? Tuck what?
Oh, you'll learn someday.
Sure, Meanie. Maybe you'll teach me this tucking.
Yes. One day I will. I'll show you.
Is this becoming like the Final Fantasy VII Cloud dress up? Like,
Oh
or
my
like,
gosh.
hey?
Pretty much, I think.
We'll keep that in our back pocket for the future.
Yes, definitely. Now I'll get back in my outfit and I put my little pin on.
I changed my furs from the silver foxes to the panda.
And I got my Kachan with me. He couldn't go to the office.
Oh, why not? I brought Herbie's with me. He's in my back.
I couldn't. Well, I didn't have a hood to put Kachan in, so.
Oh, that's right. You
had
need the
to take
hood.
time.
All right.
He couldn't fit anywhere.
You spend a good amount of time walking the streets, trying to look for a talking horse, apparently, until you do actually stumble upon it. You did have a little bit of a hint that it would be pulling a dray behind it, so you look for that specifically. But it's a big city. Let's see.
What's a dray exactly?
It's some sort. I think it's like basically a big carriage.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just double checking that I don't mess up any of this stuff, but yeah, you find yourself on the outskirts of town. I'm guessing everybody currently sees what your characters are doing, hopefully.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Got it.
Um,
Oh, are we in front of like a gate or something?
Yeah, you're in front of a gate. And as you get up to the gate and go through the gate, you see a horse that fits the bill. I don't know how you approach this horse though.
I go up to the was like, Horsey, how are you doing today? Are you doing well? What's your name? I don't think this is the horse, Meaty. He's not talking to me.
Can I do an
It's
animal?
just like all the other
handling-
ones. We should keep going.
You can do.
Can I do an animal handling check just to like pet
Sure.
the horse?
Sure.
I want to pet the horse.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't go well.
You go to pet the horse, and Kachan gets jealous that you're giving another animal attention and kind of like sticks its head out of the hood and glares at the horse, and the horse gets a little spooked.
Oh, bad Kachan. God damn it. Okay, let's keep moving.
Well, you might want to roll for investigation. I mean, this horse seems maybe a little interesting or unique. You're running out of horses in general.
Okay, well, I look more detailed at the horse and do an investigation.
That's a lot better.
It's a lot.
To you, it seems like the horse is acting a lot more intelligent than it's letting on, and is acting actually pretty human and astute. But it's playing off that it's just a horse for whatever reason. I mean, it is a talking horse. You might want to hide that from randos.
Yeah. What was her name again?
Maxine.
Okay. Miss, are you Maxine?
I mean, yes, I am.
Oh my god, unless she's like a Southern Belle.
Who are you folks?
I turned like, oh my god! It's this horse. It's the talking horse.
Yeah, yes, that's who we were looking for, Faye.
Yes.
I mean, I don't just let any folk know that
thought it was
about
just
me.
a normal horse.
How do you know my name?
It would. Oh fuck! What was his name?
Mert. I
Mert?
think Mert.
Mert?
Is it Mert.
Was it Mert?
Why are you both just saying Mert a bunch?
Just-
That's
I
the
just-
man that gave your name to us and told us to come find you.
Oh, Mert.
Yeah.
Do you have any proof of your association with that man?
Oh yes. And I show her my silver pin on my
Ooh.
coat thing.
I see you are, in fact, a Harper of some sort.
Yeah.
Yes, so that must mean you're here for some juicy information, I pray tell.
Yes. That's exactly what we're here for.
All right. Well, if you come closer, I can whisper some sweet little nothing names to you.
Okay.
I get a little closer.
I get a little closer.
All right. Well, I was driving around my dray the other day, and guess who I would be pulling along to the Yawning Portal Tavern but this young, handsome son elf man and his ward or protector of some sort? I don't know. Just some half-orc woman who looked rough and tough. And I just overheard their conversations, and I heard that they're big up in the Zentarum, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's all you heard? They're part of the Tarum?
Well, yeah, I mean that's big news. Knowing who's part of the Zentarum or not, they keep themselves real secretive, like, you know.
Oh well, I guess that's true. I don't know a lot.
Are you not impressed with my information, my intel gathering skills?
Oh no, I'm very impressed. Very, very, very.
I'm a talking fucking horse.
I know. I'm so impressed by your. And yes, that you are a talking horse is very fascinating. How did you get to be a talking horse, by the way?
Well, that's a long story. I don't tell just anybody.
Well, maybe I can come by some time and we can talk.
That might be all right if you bring some snackies.
Oh, I can definitely bring some snackies.
Interesting. Well, I mean,
Okay.
I've heard some other things too, you know.
What else have you heard?
I heard that what?
If I pull out I have rations. If I pulled out a ration and try to give it to her, would she accept it?
Yeah.
I pull out, and she says snackies. I'm like, I pull out the ration, which is basically just like looks like some kind of like condensed block of food.
Oh god.
And it'd be like, oh, snacks, try this. Oh, try this horse.
Oh.
Try to extend it out of my hand.
That smells like a new kind of fowl. Where the hell have you? Who is
It's
this?
just, it's been about. It's just you wanted snacks. I thought it'd be nice to give you a snack.
Oh yeah, I have some of those too if you want more.
I mean, something that's healthy for a young, pretty thing like myself, not just some blocks of goo thingies.
Well, I got more like breads and cheese and like meats.
I'm not really the meat consuming type, and
But bread and cheese?
I'm lactose intolerant.
I got bread.
I could do with a little bit of bread. Have either of you heard of like fruits and vegetables? There's a food pyramid, you know.
I know. It's just what we have on hand right now. I'll
Yes,
definitely
the
bring you
food-
more things.
Food
I'll bring
pyramid.
you
Top of
lots
it
of
is
food.
alcohol.
No,
I
don't
pull out a
bring-
water skin.
Faye,
My
Faye,
water
no.
skin, which is full of alcohol. I was like, try some of this, horse.
Faye, no, don't.
I feel
try to
like
give her up.
your food pyramid's more like a funnel of just alcohol.
It is.
Oh, you know, it funnels down my throat and into my stomach, you know.
Exactly. You seem like nice folk. Maybe I should be getting along.
Oh, but what you said you had some more information.
I think I've given you enough for now.
Oh, what?
You two are just initiates, right? I can't be just blabbing to anybody.
I for some bread.
Mm, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah. Well, I'll just come see you another time then.
You
Can
might.
I have an apple as part of my rations?
Sure.
I dig through my bag and I pull out like a kind of like a maybe a slightly old little wrinkly apple. Be like, I think this is fruit, right? Fruit. This looks like it might be fruit. Here, horse.
Yes.
Try some of this.
I mean, for context, you use that to make cider if you really need to know what what that's good for. But sure. Is that when did you get that? How long ago?
You know, what's time? Well, just the concept, you know. It's still good, and it's.
I guess I'll
it's
give it
edible.
a try. It's hard to find any apples this time of year, which is why I'm also a little questioning of this apple situation we have here. But that's a pretty good apple you got there. That's a little shocking. Thanks for that, buddy. I appreciate that apple.
You're welcome, horse.
Well, that's pretty nice. I feel like we've got some good rapport here. Well,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, well, maybe I should,
Oh, okay, bye then.
maybe I should, be heading in for some sleep. I'm getting a wee bit tired, you know.
Hey,
Goodbye, horse. It was lovely chatting with you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Midori! It's a freaking talking horse.
yeah.
I thought that Merc fellow was just full of beans when he was asking us to go find a talking horse. What kind of horse talks? But
Yeah,
goddamn, yes. Wow, what an experience.
Yeah. What if it's? I feel a little offended. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah. I think she was talking about our good friends. The elf guy, the elf fella. Forgot his name, but
Oh,
probably talking about my good half orc friend Yagra.
you're right.
She's doing bodyguard work for some flimsy elf fella, the dude, the Zanfi man
Well,
who hired us and gave me
yeah.
this jersey.
Hey, should keep that quiet.
Oh, what did you
Anyway.
talk?
Anyways, I mean that's all that Mert wanted us to do, right? Is just find that information and we can just bring it back to him, right?
Yes, I suppose so. I mean, you know, I don't think it's much of a secret that the man and the Yagra are like Antarums or whatever. I mean, we know about that. I mean, doesn't everybody know about that?
No. Not everybody knows about it. It's like let's tell him exactly what whatever her name was said, exactly what she said, and that's all information we passed to him. And that is it.
Sure. Whatever, meaty. We'll do it your way.
I guess yeah. Just let me doing the talking, okay, Faye?
Of course.
I'll buy you a drink.
Ah, yes, wonderful.
Wow.
Okay. So we'll head on to where Teddy lives.
Oh, well, would you look at that? A perfect place to get a drink.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah. Is this his home?
Yeah,
yeah, this looks like home.
that is home. That is the Horny Toad.
Is he meeting us at the Horny Toad?
Who?
Mert. We wanted to go to Mert.
Oh, I mean, Mert's hard to find.
He told us
I
where
thought
to
he
find
was.
him.
He tells he was. Where was he?
In the south. Main word, what something called? I don't know what it's called. Southward.
I mean,
one of the words.
yeah.
He said he was there, that we could just find him there.
Yeah, do you want to go find him?
Yeah, I want to go find him. Our mission.
Somebody roll a d10.
Okay.
Or I'll let you do that.
Okay. I'll roll a d10. Why am I rolling a d10?
I mean, this is gonna be a chance.
You do not find him at his beautiful manor.
God,
What you
Can I
do
try
find
again?
though is when you get there, I mean, they let you in. You check out the manor a bit. It's fancy. It's nice. It's right on the shore. It's a nice place, and you go inside. Right as you enter, there's a nice little tray with freshly baked cookies and a note that's just like, stay as long as you want, young ones.
I eat
But-
all the cookies.
Oh, come on, I wanted one.
Those aren't alcohol.
I'm shoving. Okay, I don't eat all the cookies. I eat a lot of the cookies. I eat most of the cookies.
I take one. Like a nice person.
Sometimes Faifon can't ignore the stomach acid he's got going on from all the
That's-
alcohol.
Like come on, dude. These are like freshly baked.
I do like if maybe Feifon's food pyramid is just like sugar, meat, and alcohol. That's like the triangle.
I mean, yeah.
His
Seems like he's a bit of a
Triforce.
glutton.
Just a little.
Yeah, he's intense with what he eats. It's not the most well-rounded,
No, it's not.
though that apple randomly.
So,
Yeah.
so Mert's nowhere to be found
Nah,
in this place.
he's a busy guy. I'm being genuine.
So when can we find him next then?
I don't know. It says here that there's only a 10% chance of ever going there and seeing him.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
That
he
is a
just
pretty
sent
low
me on
chance.
this bullshit mission for no reason?
Well, now you have
talked
that
to a
information for the
horse?
Harpers. I mean, he'll find you and ask you for the next mission when the time comes, you know,
I mean, we talked to a horse. What more could you want?
and gave you info you already had.
Yeah, that was
know.
hilarious. That was so hilarious. I'm like, this is it? We know this already.
She thought she was such hot shit for knowing about that.
What's more hilarious about all that is because we're freaking Zentarum and like talking
Yep.
to her, and she doesn't freaking know.
Of everyone in the party,
Well,
the two Zentarum.
whatever. I guess we're a part of this guild now.
You guys
too.
are double agents.
Whatever.
But
Phase, whatever.
Who knows what side you're actually on? Which for both of you, probably neither. Which is the ironic part.
Well, yeah. Well, Phase neutral. He's kind of just like
Yeah.
a lot of it is like
I
kind of
am
going with the
also
flow.
neutral.
Well, whichever one of them gives you your legendary alcohol will probably be the one you actually side with.
Yes, I will do whatever the hell that person wants.
Yeah.
So is this just like the Bard Guild or?
This is your guys' this is the Horny Toad where you guys currently are.
No, I mean the guild I apparently
The
am now.
Harpers.
The Harpers. Is it the Harpers?
Yeah, the Harpers.
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 I think
Okay.
that's Bard Guild.
The
I'm just
Harpers. Mhm.
I'm trying to keep track of all the guilds. I'm
Yeah, I should write this. I should write all this stuff down too. Like who?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should really write all this stuff down in my sheet. I've been writing it down like as notes, but it's like I should really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I'm a part of these goddamn guilds that I'm just eventually probably gonna double cross and not even mean to.
How do you
Yeah.
spell the Zentarum?
That's a good question.
ZHENTARIM.
Can you go slower?
Zentarum.
Maybe. I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see if there's a good handout I can give you guys. Yagra doesn't have the fact that she's in Tarum on there. Let's see. I like that Google's like, you definitely misspelled that word, and I'm like, nope, that's how you spell it. There's not any great hand. Oh, I guess there kind of is. Am I allowed to send this to you guys though? I guess I kind of
I
am.
don't think you need to. I don't know.
Well, no,
I
I
All I
will.
need to know. I just need to know how it's spelled so I can put it down. That's all I need to know, really.
Oh, there we go. Ah, ha, ha.
There we go.
I can spell it now.
And then, is the Brewers Guild named anything specifically?
Nah. It's like a network of
Just the
people
Brewers
throughout
Guild?
Waterdeep that are just on the same.
Okay. What was the head guy for that?
Hammond
What's his name?
Craddock, I think.
Ham and Craddock. How's that spelled?
Hammond, like Hammond.
H-A... Oh.
And then the Craddock part is Kraddoc.
Craddock. Then there was Mert.
Mert, which I gave you guys a player
Mert.
handout for that, so
Yeah.
at least, yeah.
I totally forgot the Sun Elf's name that we talked to.
He's
Oh yeah, I don't remember anybody's name at this point.
Let's see.
Names go
I'm
right up.
trying to remember if I wrote it down somewhere.
I'll
I
give
might
you
have,
guys
but
the
my
handout.
handwriting's missing.
Oh,
Oh,
there he
Davil. That's a Davil.
Pavel.
I don't know if he's the leader though, but he's the one we were in contact with.
Yeah.
Isn't he the leader? I thought he was the.
I don't know if he's the leader.
I don't know. He's high up.
I don't think he introduced himself as a leader. I think he was just hiring us.
I don't know. We I guess
As
we just
opposed to these other people in this guild who are just like, yeah, I'm the head of this guild.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, he did just.
Let's see.
He
I gave
seems
that
to be
you.
in
Yeah.
high authority. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
there's most people that you guys have met here. There's Davil. Here's Mert. Here's this thing that scarred some people for life.
Wait, what?
Uh,
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
It's Cthulhu.
Schemo Weird Bottle, who's also part of the Zentarum. Sells potions. Yagra.
Oh yeah, that dude. He's
Let's
the one we had to
see.
talk
Oh yeah, I
to.
forgot he spells potions too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
His are definitely, I think, a little more intense than, yeah.
Good old Yagra.
Uh-huh.
She my pal.
Yeah. This fucking thing.
I would like to hire Yagra somehow and have her go on adventures with us.
I think that can technically be arranged. She is a mercenary, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I have bested her in physical combat.
Oh really?
That's true.
I beat her in arm wrestling, I think it was, right?
Oh wow.
Yes.
I think so,
I
yeah.
beat her in arm wrestling. I beat her in an arm wrestling match, and I also got. She was in a bar fight, and then I got thrown into the bar fight and fought with her, where we won, and then I bested her in an arm wrestling contest and gained her respect.
Hmm.
Oh
mhm.
damn.
That is true. That is true. That was actually pretty impressive because you definitely aren't the like most strength individual.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
that was
again?
some good rolling.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, because I only have like a 13 strength, so it's not like I have
Mm-hmm.
a huge amount of it.
Right.
Oh, all right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
this seems like maybe a good time to stop now. We've done a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I
Yeah.
thought that Mert quest was harmless enough to not do with other people, given that the
No.
horse gave you
Yeah.
information you already knew.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
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 But
He
Cool.
was
you
super
guys,
helpful.
you guys got some good side questy stuff done.
Yeah,
mean-
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
we're part of opposing guilds. It's great.
Yeah, you guys kind of have your own like story going on the side and all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what happens when you can just spend endless time just continue to play the game?
Yeah, true. I think next time around we'll definitely have to get around to the other, the little side quest has to do with the other merchants in town because it has to do with
Yeah.
blacksmith and that'll obviously benefit people.
Oh yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
mentioned like trying to do something Sunday. Is that going to happen or no?
I think a lot of people probably got their fill through tonight because it was pretty lengthy.
Yeah.
But
Seemed like it.
if everything magically comes together homework wise, I mean, I'm not opposed.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'd have time, and I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
But I think we definitely need to have quite a few people on board.
Yeah.
At least, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, instead of just like a couple of us.
I think having at least 3 people on board and just like knocking out some side quest and going through the dungeon a little further might be good.
Mhm.
Okay.
If we have time, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess just let